This warning sign, which reads, "Snakes active in this area, please flush before use," was found in the toilets at the Brisbane Entertainment Centre Lake and Picnic Grounds in Australia. According to snake catcher Robert Watson, snakes use toilets to cool off, especially in the middle of the day, curling up inside them since they don't like the extreme heat. Toilets are not the only places where snakes cool off. Swimming pools, bathtubs, and other bodies of water may also contain snakes. For this reason, even without warning signs, Watson advises that people who are outside, especially near water, should keep an eye out for snakes. This warning sign reads, "Hanakapiai beach warning. Do not go near the water. Unseen currents have killed 82 visitors." This sign was found along a trail leading to Hanakapiai Beach in Hawaii. The beach is known to be extremely dangerous due to the strong rip currents, dangerous shore breaks, and other hazardous conditions. Hanakapiai Beach can only be reached after hiking 2 miles along the 11-mile Kalalau Trail. Due to its remote location, the beach doesn't have any lifeguards on duty. If someone gets caught in a rip current or is swept out to sea, the nearest safe shore area is approximately 6 miles away. According to the local newspaper, about 30 people have drowned there between 1970 and 2010. At least 15 bodies have yet to be recovered. As for the 82 tally marks on the sign, which are set to represent those who have drowned, there is no official proof of their validity. This sign reads, "Warning." Below it is an image of a person inhaling some sort of gas. The sign seems to be an old warning against the toxic fumes released during welding. More recent signs like this one clearly state the risk associated with welding fumes. Fumes and gases may cause irritation of the eyes, nose, and throat. Fumes and gases may cause chest pain, pulmonary edema. Fumes and gases may cause chronic lung diseases, lung cancer. Fumes and gases may cause metal fume fever, lead poisoning. Polyester and other man-made fibers may melt and cause severe burns if struck by a welding spark, may result in asphyxiation in confined spaces. Waving children. Please wave back. This sign was found along the road leading to Eden Nature Park in Davao, Philippines. There could be 2 reasons for the existence of this sign. The first is that while traveling up the road, you would pass by a few homes in an elementary school. Children playing by the road often wave and smile at oncoming cars, especially tourists. Another possible reason is that children wave as a gesture for vehicles to slow down, to reduce noise pollution. They encourage drivers to wave back instead of honking their horns. However, this is just speculation, as an officer from the Toril police station in Davao claimed they haven't seen the sign anywhere in the area. The Davao City Transport and Traffic Management Office also had no information on the sign. This warning sign, written in Swedish, reads, "Warning, too dangerous, and prohibited to transport goods in elevator that lacks an inner door." The sign was originally found in Sweden. This sign is typically found in older elevators that only have an outer door on each floor, but lack an inner door. In such elevators, there's a risk that the object being carried could get stuck on the door lip, leading to the dangerous scenario depicted on the sign. This marker reads, "Caution, do not dig. Buried in this area is radioactive material from nuclear research, conducted here 1943 to 1949. Burial area is marked by 6 corner markers 100 feet from this center point. There is no danger to visitors. U.S. Department of Energy, 1978. This marker is located within the Palos Forest Preserve in an area known as Redgate Woods. Within Redgate Woods, there are 2 locations, named Site A and Plot M. Plot M, where the marker is located, is the name used for the disposal ground where the radioactive material was buried. Site A contains another marker which reads, "The world's first nuclear reactor was rebuilt at this site in 1943, after initial operation at the University of Chicago. This reactor, CP2, and the first heavy water moderated reactor, CP3, were major facilities around which developed the Argonne National Laboratory. This site was released by the laboratory in 1965, and the U.S. Atomic Energy Commission then buried the reactors here. The world's first nuclear reactor, named Chicago Pile 1, was built at the University of Chicago under extreme secrecy, as part of the Allied effort to build the atomic bomb during World War II. However, the reactor became a radiation hazard to everyone in the vicinity, so it was dismantled and moved to a forest outside Chicago, known as Redgate Woods. The reactor was rebuilt and renamed Chicago Pile 2, and was joined by another reactor, Chicago Pile 3. Both these reactors operated for 10 years, before they were no longer useful and were shut down in 1954. Following this, they were both disposed of underground, with the radioactive waste generated at the site buried at Plot M. This sign reads, "If you are contaminated in this building, immediately report to the nearest hospital. Symptoms: shortness of breath, nosebleed, coughing, loss of vision." This sign was found on an abandoned building 20 miles from the nearest town. However, the sign doesn't appear to be a proper warning sign, as it doesn't specify what the danger is. Also, the sign doesn't state exactly what the contaminant may be. The sign is most likely a gag sign or one placed to scare away trespassers, especially since it was found on an abandoned building. Due to the sensitive and tragic nature of the accident and the effect it had on our employees, please refrain from asking any questions. Thank you for your understanding while we got through this difficult time. This sign was found on a gas station outside of Valdosta, Georgia. It refers to an incident which occurred on September 21st, 2019, involving a stolen car. The car was stolen in Columbus, and Cook County Police initiated a chase after attempting a traffic stop, as the car headed south on Interstate 75. Lowndes County deputies set up spike strips, but did not engage in pursuit. The chase ended as the car crossed into Lowndes County. The car attempted to exit at exit 29 in Ahira while traveling at 150 miles per hour. It went airborne and rolled several times. A woman sitting on a bench was injured, along with a 16-year-old male driver. Unfortunately, the passenger, Benjamin Lewis, did not survive the crash and lost his life immediately. This sign reads, "Extreme danger, submerged weir, the drowning machine." A weir, or low-headed dam, is a barrier across a river's width, typically used to raise the water level upstream for various purposes. The water upstream a river flows slowly. However, when flowing over the weir, the water starts to gain speed, before pouring into the slower-moving water downstream. This creates a spinning, whirling mass of water, or a reverse circular current, toward the dam. Anyone caught in this whirling mass of water is submerged and trapped in a continuous circular flow, making it nearly impossible to escape. The recirculating current also traps air, decreasing the buoyancy, to the point where swimming becomes impossible. Debris can also become trapped in the current, making it even more dangerous for anyone trapped between the debris and hard concrete surface of the dam. This is why weirs are considered dangerous for swimmers and kayakers, and are often referred to as drowning machines. It's almost impossible for anyone trapped in the current to survive. Since 1980, there have been at least 340 deaths caused by low-headed dams in the US. This sign reads, "Deja Vu Area. This is your first time here. If this platform feels familiar, immediately alert an MTA employee. If you see something, say something." The sign has been shared on various subreddits, with many users speculating about its origins. Some have claimed that the sign originated from the game Control, though others who've played the game deny having seen it. Other users suggested that it might be street art referencing an SCP, specifically SCP-184, known for infinitely duplicating hallways and rooms, driving those who experience it to madness. However, the image actually originates from Reddit user BotGlass, who posted the image on various subreddits and claimed to be the original creator. The background of the image seems to be DeKalb Avenue in downtown Brooklyn, with user BotGlass stating that they were partly inspired by the game Portal 2 in creating it. This sign, which reads, "Sniper at Work," was mounted near Crossmaglen, County Armagh, Northern Ireland. The signs were posted by the Irish Republican Army during their sniping campaign against the British Army, primarily carried out by the South Armagh Brigade in the 90s. The sign served as both a warning and a psychological tactic, intended to intimidate British forces by reminding them that snipers could be watching at any moment, keeping them on edge. During the ceasefire and peace talks, the sign evolved, now reading, "Sniper on hold." After both sides finally reached an agreement, the sign was updated to read, "Sniper, job seeking." This mysterious poster, which was posted around Sheffield, reads, "Would you know if you were dreaming right now? Check your watch or clock. Look at something else. Check your watch or clock again. If you're inside a dream, your watch will display a completely different time when you look back at it. Remember to check frequently. Sheffield City Council." Many people have shared the poster on social media, wondering if it was actually posted by the Sheffield City Council. However, the Sheffield City Council responded saying, "If you saw this street art, you're not dreaming, but check your watch if you're unsure. We didn't produce this, so please don't lose any sleep over it."